high drama here early on a Sunday. Hope you have your coffee with you because we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Washington's taking the lead over Michigan. This game just halfway done as Alex Subcheck takes the right-hand batter's box against the lefty Pat Moore, going out for her fourth inning of work. 4 1/3 is her season high for the Huskies. The former Big East Pitcher of the Year, first teamer in the conference last year with DePaul, and she's shown a lot of poise today for Washington after a long 7-batter first inning, allowing a run and stranding the bases loaded. She's settled down, retired 8 straight, and now with the ball that came from the other field, takes a deep breath, and the 0-1 off speed misses off the outside corner, 1-1 to Subcheck, who walked in the first inning. Coach Hutchins said that Subcheck was one of the 2 players who really stood out to her this fall, her and Peters. As we see the senior filed right into the middle of this lineup, hitting .222 in the 5 spot, followed by another senior in Katie Alexander. Michigan in their 15th straight Judi Garman Classic. With the win on Friday over UCLA, they continued their dominance out here in Fullerton. They're now 51-19 in this tournament. Last year they went 5-0 with wins over Loyola Marymount, Louisiana, and Baylor. When Michigan beat Baylor last year, it was a top 3 win. When they beat UNC on Friday, it was a top 3 win. Here they're looking for a top 10 win over 5-6 Washington. A little more work to do as the lead evaporated, and now it's 3-2 as the Wolverines will look to bounce back right away. Is there something to be said, Sahvanna, to a bit of a hangover inning right when you let up some runs? You want to just go right back and attack the pitcher?
Yeah, and on the other side for Washington, they want to get a 1-2-3 inning and kind of kill any momentum that Michigan might have.
Especially with Alvello looming. That one is spanked to left center field. Talk about a hangover inning. That one launched for a game-tying solo homer by the senior Alex Subcheck. She is elated, rounding third and headed to home. Look at the celebration at home plate. And on the flip side, the meeting in the circle, could that be it for Pat Moore?
That ball was absolutely hammered. And when you're talking about that left-handed pitch coming back over the plate.
Katie Alexander.
First home run of the season for Subcheck, and now the home run hitter comes to the plate. And the leash in question for Washington is now their lead is gone. And the power-hitting catcher Alexander at the plate with no outs in the 4th. Our first home run of the day. And a loud one, waking up all the neighbors as it's now 0-1. Gotta love that post-home run buzz around the stadium. It's just something that you can't forget. This one down the third baseline, picked up quickly. Espinoza to first for the out. And that'll settle down the sophomore Moore. Madison Uden now comes to the plate with 1 out.
Coming up for the Wolverines, third baseman, number 7, Madison Uden.
And that kind of could be deflating for the Huskies. They worked so hard to push 1 run across the board. And Subcheck kills that momentum and that happiness in one swing.
It was hit so hard, and I hope the mics picked up the pop. Because, I mean, you could hear it from Sahvanna right when it was hit. And it's got to be one of those feelings as a catcher because you're the first one to hear it because you're the closest to the plate right when it hits, and you just know it's gone.
Yeah, that's definitely not a fun sight to see or a fun sound to hear. You just kind of hang your head and get out of the way of their celebration, try to calm your pitcher down, and then go right back to work.
But it was nice to see Moore settle down and get the next batter out. She's now retired 9 of the last 10. And Newton takes this spinner off the outside corner, 2-1. But I was mentioning right as the home run was hit, they got to score because the eventual Washington legend Taryn Alvella was warm in the bullpen, and you knew that she was looming. But now you don't have to worry about that coming in to save you, as Bates quickly fires to first for the out. Now it's the question of, will Alvella come in a tie game, or will they wait until Michigan threatens?
I think they're going to wait till Michigan threatens and hold back Taryn Alvella.
Hoganrod.
Brings up Haley Hoganrod. Grounded out to second back in the second inning. Made a fantastic catch out in right field to rob Morgan Flores of extra base hits last inning. And the off speed, not quite the type for Ron Burkhart behind the plate. He doesn't really like those changeups. As Pat Moore misses, and it's 1-0. Rodriguez on deck, the 9-hitter for Michigan. Called a strike on the outside corner.
And besides that first inning and unfortunate pitch that Sheely just crushed and hammered. Sorry, Subcheck just crashed and hammered. She's been stone cold up there as pitching. She's been mixing her pitches.
Hard hit ball, right center field is high. It's off the wall. An Oppo double for Hoganrod. And all of these batters are showing their ability to hit to all sorts of the field. We've seen opposite hits by Washington, now by Michigan. And with 2 outs, a runner in scoring position will truly test Pat Moore here with Rodriguez coming to the plate.
Shortstop, number 21, Natalia.
Yeah, Pat Moore's just getting behind in the count a little bit and trying to come back over across the plate late in the count, and these Michigan hitters aren't fooled by that.
So a chance for the Wolverines to take the lead right back. They had it a few minutes ago. Washington took the lead 2-1. The lead evaporated. And now Hoganrod with speed at second. First pitch to Rodriguez. A drop ball off the outside corner for strike one. Natalia Rodriguez hitting .393 on the season. .353, excuse me. Has 1 RBI this year, trying to turn the lineup around to the All-American Canfield as it's now 0-2.
There you go. She's settling in, getting ahead in the count.
Outfield creeping in as the pitch from the lefty misses high from Moore. Rodriguez named to the all-freshman team last season. She's played a little with the Puerto Rico junior national team, finished bronze in the 2017 Junior Worlds. Her teammate sits in the other dugout, Francesca Tarraca. This one drilled to left. She got a lot of it. It's a home run. The first for Natalia Rodriguez. She took a pitch high at her face and took it over the left field fence. 4-2, just like that. The Wolverines are out here hunting for some Pac-12 blood.
And you can see just how infectious this lineup is. How one hit can just carry your whole team. And that was a no-doubter.
Gotta love when the non-home run hitters put one over the board, because you can see it from the face of those coming out of the bench. And just the first ones at home plate, the first ones there ready to see Natalia Rodriguez rounding third. So much joy in the face for the Michigan Wolverines as a 3-run fourth inning follows a 2-run top half. And fireworks out here, Savannah. It's 4-2 on 6 hits, and Faith Canfield doesn't want this inning to end. Just when you think that Moore was going to get out of the jam, only letting up 1 run. And this is where nobody envies the job of being the head coach, because you are always going to go back and second-guess your decisions. How long should you have left her in? We talked in between innings. Was it going to be one batter? Was it going to be a walk? Was it going to be a ball? Well, they're going to let Moore try to finish the fourth here as she files in maybe her fastest pitch of the game off the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Late swing, and the count evens up at 2-2. Moore's already reached a career high with 5 strikeouts. The most runs that Washington has allowed in a game, 6 against Auburn on Friday in the 9-inning win, 8-6.
And now you're seeing some movement in the Huskies bullpen. Terra Novello is getting hot again. But leaving Moore out there, I think that Coach Tarr really has confidence in her offense to get those runs back. They keep knocking at the door of Beaubien.
Yeah, they were able to rattle her with 7 sent to the plate in the 4th. And Canfield's going to walk. Faith Canfield, who just absolutely loved playing on this stadium last season. She was named National Player of the Week after a 579 Judi Garman Classic with hits in 11 straight. And I'm sure the Wolverine All-American senior is going to be upset they were only able to play 2 games this weekend. But if they can come away with 2 wins over 2 of the top 5 teams in the nation, I think they'll go back to Ann Arbor pretty happy tomorrow. Peters, the lefty, swings very late, a bit of a fool towards the catcher as Canfield swipes second.
Such a difficult throw when there's a left-handed hitter in the batter's box. You can't really see the lead, the aggressive steal leads coming off of first base, so she really relies on her team. Emma Helm really relies on her team to tell her if that runner is going or not.
Yeah, you see some lefty catchers around the nation. I mean, I could probably count it on maybe a hand that I can remember in the last few years, as Peters nearly had extra bases sliced down the line. By the way, that was Faith Canfield's first steal of the season. She's now just 1 for 2 on the base paths. All 15 of her hits this year have been singles. That's just not something you plan on doing. It's just one of those odd little stats you throw out there because Canfield's having a good season, hitting over 280. But here comes through in the first inning with her 15th single. Walked to get on with 2 outs after the home run and swiped second. And now with the foul ball, it's 0-2, and Canfield standing on second. Peters saw a .312 batting average last year. Dropped about 50 points from her sophomore season, but she doubled her RBI count as she tries to drive one in here. The Husky fans have quieted just a bit here at Anderson Family Field, presented by USA Softball. Moore trying to give them a reason to get loud again to end this inning. Looking for strikeout number 6. This is high, and it's 1-2. Michigan coming off of an 18-3 Big Ten season, where they finished as victors, were sent to the Kentucky Regional. A bit of a tough draw where they saw their Midwest rival Notre Dame and wound up being eliminated by the Fighting Irish 4-1 and 2-1 before even facing Kentucky. Peters, one of 5 seniors fighting here, 1-2. San Diego native. Off speed, check swing over to Bates. Quick 6-3 putout ends the inning. 3 runs come in. Michigan regathers the lead, and we'll see if Megan Beaubien can hold it here on FloSoftball.